What's good, YouTube? What's good, Supreme World? It's your boy Dre Supreme back with another reaction video today. And today, you see what we got on the screen. We got the battle of the Jalen's. We got Jaylen Brown, a part of the Boston Celtics. And we got Jalen Brunson, the clutch player of the year, a part of the New York Knicks. Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. As the New York Knicks lead the series 3-2, and with the Boston Celtics without their star player, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown is going to have to, make some decisions, and he's going to have to step up just to potentially force a game 7 if that's possible. Yeah. You know what we do on this channel? We're going to inspect, we're going to dissect, and we're going to break it down because that's what we do on this channel. So without further ado, make sure you guys leave a like, make sure you guys leave a comment, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. And shout out to all the endless love, all the supporters. We got up to 2,200 subscribers today. So shout out to you guys for being so good to me. Make sure you guys continue to watch my videos. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and continue the support. And I really appreciate it. Like, I truly do, because I wouldn't expect me to come in the way that I came in when I started filming these type of videos and getting the instant, love out of it. The instant fan base that I've done, for making these reaction videos. So if you guys want me to continue these videos, make sure you guys continue to show the support, and I'll film the videos. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's stop all the small talk and let's check out this game, the Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks. Up in a moment. Let's get into it. Josh Hart had a black eye coming into the game as Karl-Anthony Towns starts off aggressive with the easy lay-in over Luke Cornett. Mikal Bridges, the New York Knicks attacking the paint nice and early. Jaylen Brunson creates space. The battle of the Jalen's. Which Jalen will prevail tonight? As Josh Hart kicks it out to Mikal Bridges for 3.
Brown and Anobi right behind him. Holiday fakes, now drive shot.
Jrue Holiday. Ooh. Wonderful rebound by Luke Cornett. 4-point game by the New York Knicks as they give it to Towns in the post. He bullies Jaylen Brown out of his way. Tell him to get in the weight room. And Jaylen Brown goes right back at him. It's like, nah, ain't no weight room around here. Throws the foul, gets to get the and one. Step back, Jaylen Brown.
That's good. Jaylen Brown from one here in this series hasn't taken a heck of a lot.
Okay, Jaylen Brown.
1 for 10 from 3.
Don't let nobody punk you. Okay, Kristaps Porzingis.
And that's his average distance.
Tie game. 2 minutes left in the first. Ooh, what a block by Porzingis. And Jaylen Brunson passes OJ and Anobi. A cutting Anobi to find him the back door.
Corner 3, well short. McBride.
Wonderful. Okay, Deuce out to Towns for 3. 5-point game. Brunson out to Mikal Bridges again.
That's good. No fouls to give.
Here we go. This is going to be one of those games.
Nice crossover.
Oh, that was beautiful. Jaylen Brown. Nice zero step.
Shot the ball well.
As we start the second quarter. Deuce McBrown for 3.
The recovery, so good by Mitchell Robinson.
Towns fakes.
Cat with the pump fake.
Towns finishes.
Yo, Cat is moving everybody out his way.
From the field, and they lead by 11.
Starting off with the good start by Karl-Anthony Towns. And Nobi for 3. 12-point game by the New York Knicks.
Derek White to get going. McBride against White, falling away.
McBride coming up the bench with some good bench production. As Jaylen Brunson attacks Jrue Holiday's. Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. Beautiful lay-in, reverse lay-in by Jalen Brunson. Great pass to get the and one by Luke Cornett. So effortless for him. He's like 7'1", 7 foot. And one. Josh Hart attacks Luke Cornett. Woo! Deuce McBride with the chase down block. Josh Hart runs the break for the and one. Wow. And here we go right here. The Garden must have been rocking at this point. These are tough shots, by the way, man. Both teams going directly at one another. Jalen Brunson with the tough layup over Derek White to create the contact. The ref doesn't blow the whistle, but he still goes through it to get the lay-in over Derek White. 23-point game at this point. Jaylen Brown draws the foul to get the and one off the dribble as the Boston Celtics, they're down by 21. Jalen Brunson for three. Back at you. He says the battle of the Jalen's. That was off his foot. That should have been a kick ball. Jaylen Brown blocks it. Yeah, that was a kick ball. I must say it was a kick ball. Towns using his body and one. Weight room. He's telling him weight room. That's a bodega poppy right there. Pause. Bodega poppy, he said. Yeah, that's what they call him, bodega poppy. Just like Drake called, y'all call him champagne poppy, right? That's bodega poppy right there. As Deuce McBride hits that three in the corner. This game looks out of reach already. Look, nobody's even in the crowd anymore. The New York Knicks own fans are not even in the crowd. I know it's halftime. I know halftime just resumed, but still, nobody's even in the crowd no more. They knew that the New York Knicks was going to blow out this team, bro. It was winning about like 27 going into the halftime. It was real easy for the New York Knicks to pull this one out. As they lead by 29 with 9 minutes left in the third. Derek White, here he goes. OG Anunoby. Kick ball. Again, it's a lot of kick balls today. Refs is just letting them play at this point. Who's reffing this game? Who's officiating? The battle of the Jalen's. Jaylen Brown going right at Jalen Brunson going right at Jaylen Brown as he assists to Jalen. Damn, I can't even talk. As he assists to Josh Hart for the and one. Anthony Towns to get another and one.
Jaylen Brown grabs it.
Yeah, but it's just Josh Hart so aware as a cutter.
Drew Holiday after Al Horford for three. Damn, they are killing them. 46-82. This game was out of reach. And Jaylen Brown has 5 fouls. I can imagine all these frustration fouls. This game is out of reach already. They're up by 31. Yo, Anthony Towns is having a huge game, as you guys can see moving forward. He just bully balling everybody. You know, the New York Knicks knew that this game was so important. They couldn't allow the Boston Celtics to come into the MSG and defeat them and force into Game 7. It was just not an option at this point. As we see, they're up by 31 points. 3 minutes left in the third. This is going to be a quick video, man, because this is truly a blowout. OG Anunoby, what a hand in his face. Clicking on all cylinders. The New York Knicks is clicking on all cylinders. Wonderful rebound by Josh Hart to OG Anunoby for three. Damn. Damn near a 40-point blowout. Jesus. All the stars in the building tonight to watch the New York Knicks just annihilate the Boston Celtics. 34-point game at this point. Out to Mikal Bridges. Another three. Jesus. Deuce McBride to Josh Hart to Jalen Brunson. Corner three. Damn, they whooping their ass. This is crazy.
Well, 3 starters still in the game.
OG Anunoby. And they won't stop from three. They just going in over and over from three.
Since 1999.
Sam Hauser with the 4-point play.
All you need is one guy to step on somebody's ankle.
Mikal Bridges with the pull-up three.
Bridges make that 4.
The Knicks smell the blood in the water. They're headed to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Indiana Pacers.
Nice move there from Hauser.
I got to check when game 1 is going to be. I think it's on Monday.
Right now.
Monday at 8 o'clock.
Going to come into the game.
They got a few days. The Knicks got a few days to. Oh, as they're chanting they're chanting the na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Tracy Morgan's happy. All these fake ass Knicks fans that just come to the game for game 6, the closeout game, man. Tracy Morgan has been here all year long, but I don't know who these other cats is. Who's this guy with the dreads? Who's this guy with the background, the backwards NBA 75th anniversary hat on? Get the hell out of here with all this. I haven't seen you all year, man. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. John Starks in the building. Tough loss by Jaylen Brown. It is what it is. As the Knicks close the series out 119-81, they smacked the Boston Celtics in fashion. As we get to the box score, let's do this real quick before we end this video. So we can end this video off. The Boston Celtics shooting the ball from the field, 46% from the field. As the Boston Celtics put up 31 shots, 86 misses, 36%. The New York Knicks shot the ball really well from the three-pointer, 16 for 46, missing 33s. And the Boston Celtics living by the 3 and dying by the 3 all series long. They couldn't capitalize this game 6 deficit, only making 12 out of 41 threes, 29% from the 3. It's not the really normal Boston Celtics game plan as they lost by 38. They lost by 38 points. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of points to lose by in a game 6. You know, to lose a series. It's actually crazy. The New York Knicks, this is the first time that they led by that much in this whole series. And yeah, all their other victories were probably by 2, by 3, by 4. You know, like I don't think that they won more than 10 all series other than this game right here. But back into it, the Boston Celtics, they only went to the line about 5 times this game, you know. And the New York Knicks only missing 2 free throws, 19 for 21 from the field, shooting it at 90%. Amazing. The New York Knicks rebounding the ball way more than the Boston Celtics. That huge deficit by 19 rebounds, 55-36. And then the turnovers. The Boston Celtics turned over the ball 16 times, and they gave up 22 points off of turnovers. The fast break points by the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks had 23 fast break points, really pushing the pace on the Boston Celtics to break out into a 41-point lead. The largest lead of the night was 41 points. Crazy. The Boston Celtics only led the lead one time this game by 1 point. That's so tough. Yeah, going to the box score though, you know, we see the reason why the New York Knicks won the game, man. It started off in the first quarter, the New York Knicks leading by 6 points, and then that second quarter came around, and they really spread out the deficit, leading the game by 25 points, because 6 times 19 is 25. I mean, 6 plus 19 is 25. So they had a 25-point lead going into the halftime. Wow. Really, truly crazy. Like, I thought that it was going to be a close game. I had the Knicks winning by 3 points, 102-99. And I had the Boston Celtics winning 102-99. But if the Knicks was to win, I thought it was going to be a close game as well, too, which they did. But they blew these boys out the water, man. They were smelling blood in the water. But it is what it is, man. The New York Knicks, they advanced to the next round to face the Indiana Pacers, another team that we didn't think was going to be here as well, too. So this next round, the Eastern Conference Finals, should be really interesting. But let's head into the box score to see what's going on here. The Boston Celtics, we had Al Horford to start. He finished with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 from the three-point line. Pretty solid game. Clearly wasn't enough for the Boston Celtics. They went with Luke Kornet, so they tried to go with like a bigger lineup than expected, being that they were down Jason Tatum. I would think that they would have started Kristaps Porzingis, but Kristaps Porzingis is still dealing with an illness, and we hope that he overcomes that illness. But anyways, Luke Kornet finished with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 2 for 3 from the field, and he made 1 free throw. Jrue Holiday, clearly not enough for the Boston Celtics. Nobody was clicking on any of the cylinders. But anyways, Jrue Holiday finished with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3, and making a pair of free throws. Derek White, he played 30 minutes. This is like one of the downsides to having a good game last game. He finished with 34 points last game. Amazing game, by the way. I believe he had like 7 threes. If you guys haven't checked out the last video, Game 5 in Boston, make sure you guys go check out that video because that was also a good video to watch as well too. Make sure you guys go back and check out that video. Derek White, again, he didn't have the brightest game. He finished with 8 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. He shot 3 for 11 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3. Really tough game, but it is what it is. They lost the series. Jaylen Brown finished with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 for 20 from the field, 3 for 9 from 3, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Xavier Tillman, he came in late in the game with 8 minutes. When the Boston Celtics was getting blown out, they put in the reserves. Xavier Tillman, he hasn't played all series long. But he came in trying, to give some type of production off the bench. He finished with 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 for 4 from the field goal, and then 0 for 2 from 3. Baylor, I don't even know how to pronounce this man's name. All right, Siri, I didn't even call your name, so don't even talk. Baylor, what the hell? Why is my Siri doing this? Get out of here. Baylor S. We're just going to call him Schneerman, whatever. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3. Torrey Craig played 9 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 for 2 from the field, and 1 for 1 for the three-pointer. Sam Hauser, he played 15 minutes. He finished with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Kristaps Porzingis, he only played 11 minutes due to the illness. He had 4 points, 5 rebounds, 1 block, 1 for 4 from the field goal, 1 for 2 from 3, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Neemias Queta, he only had 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 for 2 from the field. Peyton Pritchard, he played 28 minutes. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 for 10 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. J.D. Davison, he only had 1 point, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And Jordan Walsh, he only had 1 rebound with no field goal attempts, no 3-point attempts, or no free throw attempts. Moving on to the New York Knicks. The starters had a big game. The starters came out early and they took care of business. They knew what the objective was. They knew they was coming home. MSG, they knew the Garden was going to be popping. The fans was going to be behind them. The people outside was going to be behind them. If they didn't win this game, I ain't going to lie. New York probably would have been on fire. I ain't going to lie to you. But Mikal Bridges, beautiful game. He finished with 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Magnificent defensive game. Him guarding, I believe he's guarding Jaylen Brown. It's either him or Josh Hart. But, oh no, it's probably OG Anunoby actually. But wonderful game offensively and defensively to finish 9 for 15 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3. It's so hard to play defense or play offense at the same time. Well, all-around game for Mikal Bridges. For all the starters, really. I ain't gonna lie to you. OG Anunoby, he finished with 23 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Another defensive game meant by him. I think OG is actually guarding Jaylen Brown. So he had a big assignment. Overall game, wonderful game, defensively and offensively. He finished with 7 for 18 from the field, 4 for 13 from 3, and 5 for 5 from the free throw line, not missing not one free throw. Magnificent, because they're free throws. You should make all your free throws, especially when you're in the league. Karl Anthony Towns, we saw him all. He almost had like all the highlights in this game. He finished with 21 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 8 for 20 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3, and 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Big double-double game for Cat. It was like a lot of talk around, how Julius Randle has been playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they're really trying to. You guys have been really comparing Julius Randle between Karl Anthony Towns and the player performances and stuff like that. But I think that Cat has been playing really well. If you check his statistics, or if you guys watch all the previous videos that was in this series, even the last series, Cat been getting like double doubles every like game almost. So shout out to Karl Anthony Towns sticking through it. He just been really shooting horribly from the 3-pointer, which is unlike him. But he's been doing his part for the most part. Shooting the ball really well and playing aggressive. With the Boston Celtics, a tough team that we thought that they were going to beat the Knicks, evidently. All right, let's move on. Jalen Brunson finishing with 23 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 for 14 from the field, 3 for 8 from 3, and making 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Josh Hart, he had a triple-double. Amazing game for him. Even with the black eye, he finished with 10 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 for 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. PJ Tucker finally played this game, from the blowout. He came in. Shout out Val, by the way. He had 4 minutes. He didn't score at all, but he had a personal foul. Crazy. Precious Achiuwa, he had 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 for 6 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, and then he made a pair of free throws. Mitchell Robinson, he played 14 minutes. He only had 1 point, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, and he only took 2 free throw attempts, and he made 1 of them. Cameron Payne, he had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Only taking 1 shot from 3 this game, missing it. Miles McBride, he played a lot of minutes this game off the bench. 32 minutes, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. And Tyler Kolek, he had 3 points, 1 rebound, only taking that 3-pointer, playing 2 minutes. And we might as well throw Landry Shamet in there. He only played 5 minutes and he had 1 rebound, missing 1 3, the only 3 that he attempted. Shout out the New York Knicks. You know what we do at the end of every series? We got to play up the bracket. We got to pull out that bracket here. You know what we do, y'all. So this is the bracket. We finally made it to, we're almost done. On the Eastern side, we finished the bracket where we're going to be heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks taking on the Pacers, game 1 in New York, Wednesday, 8 o'clock on TNT. And we're still waiting for the game 7 matchup, which is going to be on Sunday at 3:30. The Denver Nuggets taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder in Oklahoma City. Again, game 7. And I'm hearing upon this video that Aaron Gordon probably is not going to play in that game. He's doubtful because he strained his left ankle, I believe, or something in his leg. So that's a huge loss because we've been talking about Aaron Gordon all series long, and he's been really stepping up and doing what he is supposed to do. So yeah, as we conclude this video, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you guys are still watching this long, and make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on Sunday in that next video, or Monday, depending on where I post it. But I appreciate you guys. If you guys are still here, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.